follow me into the shop and I'm going to show you the Pewter Ghost. Come on in. What we've got here is a 1972 Chevelle Malibu, and it's got a very, very unique feature about it. But first, let's take a look here at the car and let's see just how solid this bad boy is. This body is in great shape. In fact, I do not believe that there is a piece of sheet metal that's going to need to be replaced on this car. You can come in here and take a look down the body lines there and check it out. Notice down here around there, you don't have a whole bunch of rust bubbling up or anything. This is really good for a car that we pulled out of a barn in central Kansas. This thing is incredibly solid. I've got a 69 Chevelle that I've had since I was 17. And up until last year, it lived its whole life out in California with me there when I was in California, here in Kansas City now. And my Chevelle from California has 4 times the rust that this Kansas Chevelle does. Come on in here and take a look. Take a look at the floorboards. Get down in here. I'm gonna grab a light and give you some more light there so you can see just how good these floorboards are. Let's look right up here up front. You can see, go ahead and get down a little closer in there. You can see these things are solid. There is nothing but just super minor surface rust. Right down in there, go ahead and get in there. Right down in there and a little bit right down here. And this is, again, this is just surface rust. These floorboards are absolutely fantastic. Go take a look at the trunk as well too here. You're not gonna be disappointed with that. Again, we have nothing but just some minor surface rust here. There's nothing else going on there. This trunk is solid, does not need to be replaced. Probably one of the best parts about this body is right here on the potential bad spots on the vinyl top. Look at this. To not have to replace this on a vinyl top car is really amazing. That's gonna save somebody big money. It might just save me big money too. Now, let me tell you why I call this thing the Pewter Ghost. You can see the pewter color down in here. They did not even paint the door jambs when they did paint this car. But if you come all the way over in here and you look at the body tag, let me take a look at this body tag here with you. You are gonna see what is something that is pretty darn rare right over here. 14H for the paint. 14 is the code for pewter silver metallic. The H is the code, the letter designates a vinyl top, which obviously we see that it has it. However, H was not a code for a Chevelle. The H didn't exist. For a pewter Chevelle, you only had A, which is white, B, which is black, and G, which is green. That's it. That's all you had. However, through research, we've learned that Pontiac and Buick and Cadillac did use the H code. And they used the H code to designate a pewter silver metallic vinyl top. So what we have here, why I call it the Pewter Ghost, is we have a factory custom color combo that is pewter with a pewter vinyl top. And that is not something you're gonna see on the road anywhere else. That's not something you're gonna see at a car show. I've got a 69 Chevelle myself that I've had since I was 17. It's light blue with the white top, and I see that color combo all over the place. If a guy wants a car that he can back up with the right body tag and the right code, that is truly a one-of-a-kind look, the Pewter Ghost is gonna be your ride. That's what it's gonna be all about. I hope that there's somebody who steps up and really wants to do a really high-level restoration on this. If I don't get what I'm looking for, I'm gonna do a restoration on it myself, and I'm gonna take it back to Pewter on Pewter. Frankly, I just got a whole bunch of other projects going on right now too. And this might be one that somebody else just loves that much more than I do. Let's take a look at the engine here real quick. The engine is not the original engine. It is a 350, which is the correct engine that the car should have according to the VIN number. This engine was restored or built, whatever way you want to look at it, most likely in the early 90s or even late 80s. We have a Holley intake manifold, a little warm, Holley intake manifold there. If you come over here, you can see the Holley lettering on the side down in here. Maybe. anyways, it's got double hump heads on it. It seems like it's a pretty high compression engine. I did pull the valve covers off, and it's got roller rockers, big valve springs, and even a stud girdle, which is normally an indication of a roller cam. I don't think it's got a roller cam. The distributor doesn't have a bronze gear on it. I didn't check that out. So let's take one more look here at the fenders. This is typically a bad rust spot, and we don't have it. And you can walk on down. Right here, I'm gonna show you, is actually the worst spot on the entire car. There was a dent or something here at one point that somebody tried to take out of it. And if you come over here at this angle and look over here this direction, you might be able to see it, but there's a little bit of a crease in there that somebody probably repaired at one point in time. So again, take a look over here at this part of where the vinyl top meets. Solid, absolutely solid car. So if you want to come take a look at it, let me know, shoot me an email. We'll schedule time for you to come see it. I'm looking for good money for this car, just being straight up. It's gonna sell in the 20s as it is right now. You did see the interior there. I want to point that out too. You got the white bucket seats. White interior, let alone, is an extremely rare option on a Pewter car. Here's the other bucket. These buckets are in great shape. In addition to these buckets, if you look over here, this car was a factory bench. We've got the factory bench. It is not in fantastic shape, but it goes with it. And the rear seats are rip-free. No rips and no tears in the rear seats. So, like I said, I've done a lot of the work already. Got the stinkiness out of the car. My man Luke on the camera, he and I ripped out all the nasty rat crap. Not all of it, 90% of it. So less stinky work for you to do. The big question though is, does it run and does it drive? And the answer to that is absolutely, yes it does. I'll post another video along with it of me taking it for a little drive. It ain't gonna go far. I'm not about to try to drive it far, but it will load on your trailer and you can drive it into your shop and not have to mess with that aspect of it. It is open headers. I don't know why the guy removed the exhaust, but he did. So there you go, 72 Pewter Ghost. Come get it. See ya.